Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And this is a unique episode. We're actually kind of undertaking a bigger project where we're interviewing a variety of different LGBT bar owners across the country because right now the story is out there that they're really, in their own unique ways, fighting for their survival. And there's with COVID and the pandemic and the shutdowns that have kind of varied across the nation, there's unique stories to be told in each one. So today we're here with Alexi from the Alibi Lounge in Harlem. How are you, Alexi?
Hi, I'm very good. Thank you. I'm very well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are famous because I was living up in Harlem at the time when you had opened, and it was kind of a very pioneering move to have a gay bar open in Harlem.
Finally, huh?
Yeah, but no,
I
you're in
yes,
an area that was that has a lot of growth, though, a lot of kind of new business, new restaurants, and everything out there. Yeah.
yes, absolutely. I'm reading within what's called Strivers Row.
Yeah.
It's a block between 139th and 138, 137th. It's a historical block in Harlem and in New York City.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's a landmark. It's a landmark area, and the building where Alibi actually is located is
Yeah.
a landmark building. So it has already that history,
Yeah.
and also the fact that a lot of restaurants. We're literally like a restaurant row.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
about four, four, five, six, seven restaurants black owned. Which is
Yeah.
also very quite specific in New York City. We all black owned. We're all next to each other.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. But we're the only gay ones. So.
Okay. Well, no, and then of course over the last it's now that it's March 2021, it's been almost exactly a year that between the shutdowns and all the different things that have happened, restaurants and bars, and specifically in this instance, bars have been hit probably harder than any other industry there in the city.
Well, absolutely. It's March 16th last year that
Yeah.
we were sent home very abruptly because of the pandemic. And now that you're touching on that, March 11th will be a year since I was assaulted at Alibi Lounge.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
many people. It just hit me when you mentioned that
Yeah.
on March 11th last year, which is the start of 2020 for me was very was intense,
Yeah.
because on March 11th, six people walked through the door of Alibi, and just I don't know what their intention were, but it ended up with me and another customer being sent to the hospital, because they attacked us,
Yeah.
and at the hospital they kindly let me know that maybe I shouldn't stay there. There's something called COVID that was kind of spreading, and they
Yeah.
sent me home
Yeah.
with stitches and everything. And on the 16th, everything was it was over. We were
Yeah.
sent home, and we had no real idea at the time what was going to happen. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty traumatic. Yeah, but it's been wow. That time really flies. Huh? It's been a
Oh
year.
yeah. But no, it's been kind of a roller coaster, I suppose, because things would open up a little bit, then they shut down again. And so you guys are kind of caught in the middle of trying to figure out how to navigate that.
Oh my God, I'm dizzy. I feel dizzy. Yes, because even last year we tried to reopen, and then because for the Alibi example was very interesting because we were not a restaurant per se,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we're not serving food, we're not delivering food, people were not picking up orders from us, so we had to adapt. We had to add a small appetizers menu, for example, but it was still not what was going to generate traffic in terms of people coming and say, hey, I'm hungry, I want to eat here, especially because like I said, there's about step five over big
Yeah.
restaurants next to us.
Yeah.
So for us it was really a question of adapting to the situation, adjusting, and we've done that. But you're right, then once we felt like we were finally on solid ground, bam, no.
Yeah.
You cannot have people inside anymore. Then we're like, okay, we have people outdoors. No, actually, you cannot have people anywhere. And I mean, it's been interesting. I think it's been challenging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people like me, I like challenges. That's what gets me out of bed. So, but unfortunately, it's come at a cost.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So right now, we'll come back to the cost side, but right now you have a GoFundMe page, which we're going to make sure is linked from this video and so forth,
Yeah.
because right now you're in the same position others are, where you're trying to see if the community will step up and hopefully help out during this time, so that as things start to open up, you'll be able to be there with us.
Well, we have a GoFundMe page called Everyone Needs an Alibi,
Yeah.
because I'm convinced that it's one day or another you will need an alibi.
Yeah.
And yes, it's because we have this privileged position to have been the very first gay black owned bar in Harlem, and we have shaped the culture of what uh, you know the community in Harlem perceived about gay presence.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to file for paperwork at an assemblyman's office, one of the ladies there told me, "Wow, you're lucky you're not in the '90s. You would have got a bullet in your head if you had tried to open a gay bar."
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that I didn't even told her it was a gay bar. She just looked at me. I guess she assumed. But
Yeah.
but and today, after for example, we got the incident with the flags being burned at the door. To see the whole community of Harlem, rallying around us, letting us know that those were not the values of Harlem, that we were welcomed. The fact that I think we have inspired over young people of color, LGBTQ, to start opening also their own businesses. It shows the importance of a place like Alibi Lounge.
Yeah.
And as you may know, sometimes for kids, a gay bar, for anybody, a gay bar is kind of a safe haven. It's a place where where you walk in, you're going to be understood, you're going to be welcomed, you'll be loved, you'll get drunk, you'll meet a guy, or a girl, and that's why those places are very important. Like I said, it's called Everyone Needs an Alibi. It's still up and running. I want to make something very clear.
Yeah.
Is that personally, and I'm pretty sure every other business owners, when it comes to bars and restaurants, we do it because we love the work.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to stay open like before until 4 a.m. in the morning, and the grind and the fight, because that's why we open a business. Nobody opens a business to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go and GoFundMe and get and get money." So it will tremendously help. It will help with the survival of Alibi, and I will be eternally grateful for anyone who donates. I wish I could give them an organ, if they needed one at some point, to show my appreciation. But what I want to make people clear is that I would rather tomorrow the governor of New York tell me, okay, you can work fully again, of course, while respecting all the COVID safety measures, as we've done so far. But to be able to work again, we have beautiful outdoors. The weather is coming back, and it's being nice again. So we could actually do something if we were allowed to. But for now, yes, if anyone wants to donate to our GoFundMe, it's called Everyone Needs an Alibi on GoFundMe. You can Google it. You'll read about our story and what we need. Really
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
absolutely appreciate. And there's a little emergency.
Exactly. Well, going back to when you said there's a cost, in that context, if knowing now what you know, would you have still opened a bar like this?
That's a tough question because I think about it all the time. And I want people to kind of understand that it's not easy. It's not easy. It takes a toll on you physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and but you have to be a bit crazy. I think you have to be someone who's not afraid of taking a risk. Like I said, I love challenges,
Yeah.
and for me, I always say the F word is failure. So I think I will. Because I'm crazy like that. I think I'll go back again, But people should know that it's something that you don't want to be alone doing it. I mean, you don't want to be alone. No, let's say I don't want to be. I don't think I would love to. I would like to be alone to do it. Um, but it's a lonely road
Yeah.
because unless you have someone who shares the same vision, who and you have the exact same passion for what you're doing, you'll end up bearing the responsibilities of every aspect of owning a business. And then when it comes to LGBTQ owned business, it has a specificity about it, which is that often, it's a marginalized crowd of the population. It comes with its own set of issues, I want to say.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that you're mentally as much as you can prepared. In my case, it led to the fact that a very long marriage ended because all of a sudden my soon-to-be ex-husband felt lonely, for that matter. Felt that the business had become my new significant over.
Yeah.
And I think he was right, actually. I think on that note, he was right. But hey, listen,
Yeah.
it's for and guess what? Yes, I'll do it again.
You're a strong person. You're a strong man. And no, I mostly really appreciate you being able to take a few moments of your time to kind of share a little bit of not just your history, but your story with our audience. And I'm only a little, now that I'm no longer living in Harlem, I'm only 2 hours outside. So I plan to come back there within the month.
Yes,
And I
yes.
very much look forward to being able to connect with you here.
Oh, I would love to. And remember, I told you we have three outdoors now. Actually, we have a
Okay.
sidewalk. We have a beautiful patio in the back. It's small, but it's in New York City. It's small, but
Yeah.
it's intimate. We made it really nice. We put fake grass on the ground,
Yeah.
and and then we have on the road a structure. And I think I should mention it because they'll be mad at me if I don't. We have a winterized outdoor structure that was a gift from Uber Eats, who really beautifully built some modern structure where we can put 2 or 3 tables in the air. There's local artists from Harlem who decorated the whole thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you go on our Instagram at Alibi Harlem, you see pictures of it. And we had 60 degrees yesterday. I see the sun is out today. So yes, please come back. You don't gotta be inside. We got seats, beautiful cocktails that you can enjoy outdoors. Anyone is invited to come to Alibi Lounge. We've been there for 5 years and we'll love to be there for the next 5 and more.
I hope so too. Well, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
So good, coming back again.